from Newdorf was in the antique there. We have another offering coming out of the Windy Lane Enterprises, Grant Braun. This is a 1979 Ford F100, beautiful dint side. I love this truck. I'm not a Ford guy, but I got a soft spot for these old dint sides. 650 cubic inch Boss Ford Hemi in that thing. Winkler, Manitoba. Afternoon Delight is what they call this truck. Again, we want to thank our major sponsor, KBI Seed Processing, for their huge sponsorship, and our platinum sponsors, Weir's Catering, OK Tire, Carlisle, Reliable Metal Buildings, and Saturn Oil and Gas. Saturn Oil and Gas really stepping up with our Prairie Pulling League and helping us out with some big sponsorship again this year. All right, Afternoon Delight. It's got the green flag. He gets that chain tight. Green lights are on. There we go. And that broke the tie right there because that's our winning pole in the four-wheel drive class, sponsored by D. Lashinsky Trucking, Inc.
Somebody called it debit card and Scout credit union, and it's down here in this part of the
Yeah, somebody lost a debit card from the Stoughton Credit Union. It's at the beer gardens underneath the sound booth here. If you're missing your debit card from the Stoughton Credit Union. All right, so that was our four-wheel drive class. Are you guys liking what you're seeing so far? That's good, because I thought all of you fell asleep on us. So now we're going to crank her up a little bit. And we're going to go to the class that we call the Unlimited Diesel class. Four-wheel drive trucks basically starting out with stock, but we turn it up and turn it up and turn it up through this entire class. So right now we've got Cade Chadney out of Oxbow, Saskatchewan, 6.7 liter Cummins, 2008 Dodge. He's got a 6-speed standard in this thing. A few of the guys in this class run automatics. A few of them run what's called the slipper clutch system, which is kind of like your go-kart clutch, only on a bit larger scale. Cade has just started pulling with us this year, and he's doing awesome. He's got a very, very good team to back him, too. His dad is pretty good with the diesel stuff. We might meet him soon, too. So, Cade Chadney out of Oxbow, Saskatchewan. He can crank it up, too. He's got the chain tight. Green lights are on. Green flags are up. Alright, something wasn't just right. He's got to get it spooled up solid before he lets her loose. No, something's not right there. Gonna talk to the pit boss. Oh, it looks like there's a did not finish, apparently. He's having a little bit of clutching problems. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he'd give it a try. Show him some love. He'll get it figured out. He can come back in the back of the pack too. So if you're not happy with your first hook with the Prairie Pulling League, if you're the first in your class, you can come around and go to the back of the pack and re-pull again. So if it's something that Cade could possibly get fixed, he will do that. But up next in our unlimited diesel class, and our unlimited diesel class is sponsored by Red Hawk Well Servicing. Thank you very much for your sponsorship on, and we have a monster coming up out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan, in the Wee Farms and the Wee Farm Pulling. This is the truck they call Iron Man. Russ Legui is piloting tonight. His daughter Sarah backing him into the Weed Steel Structure Eliminator. Sean is pointing. Sean is pointing. You got to move her ahead. If you bring Russ ahead, he wants to get over a bit. Sled placement is pretty important, depending on the track conditions. Sled is important where you back up to hook. Because some of the people like hooking straight so that you're pulling the sled right away. Some guys hook up a little bit to the side so that the first motion that sled makes is sideways and then forward. And it's actually easier to get the sled moving if you just tug it a little bit to the side and then head forward too. But Russ Legui, veteran of the Prairie Pulling League, this is a beautiful, beautiful build. 6.7 liter Cummins in this thing, a 1954 Ford. SCS drop box in this thing. And this is the contender for 2024 season #1 truck. Russ Legui in the beautiful Iron Man. Watch for the smoke. Good job, Richard. Russ Legui setting the bar huge. That's why only Richard is allowed out there, because he's a quick one. It was Sean's fault. It was Sean's fault. You got to steer better. Wow, did Russ Legui just lay down a pass in the Ironman? Did you like that, ladies and gentlemen? What a beast. What a beast that thing is. So that is almost 300 even. Setting the bar, because poor Cade wasn't able to get a good hook. So when I said that truck is the contender for the 2024 season in our unlimited. We have 3 trucks in this class that have been absolutely battling it out all season. 1, 2, and 3 every night. Where they end up, it kind of shuffles around. But here is the other one, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of Oxbow, Saskatchewan. This is Derek Menzies in the truck they call Domestic Dispute. This truck has absolutely been an incredible build right from start to where it is today. Derek Menzies stepping it up more and more all the time. Between him, Russ, and been fighting it out all season. This is a 6.7 liter Cummins in this 2004. Got a Pro Fab drop box in it and an amazing clutcher system in this unit. So if you guys like to take videos, this is definitely one you're going to want to take a video for, because once Derek gets the domestic dispute chain tight, he'll start spooling it up. And he'll start spooling it up. And there'll be a little bit of change in the smoke. And there'll be a little bit more change in the smoke. It turns a little gray. It turns a little darker gray. But when it turns black, he ain't coming back. Derek Menzies, domestic dispute. You guys just witnessed that. Wow. Derek Menzies had it on kill tonight. Good job. Big round of applause for Derek Menzies. Woo! That's the way that cookie crumbles tonight. Woo! Huge pull. Boy. The next ones up have some stepping up to do there, Cheney.
Yeah. All right, it's all third.
So, does Dylan pronounce his name?
Dylan Lashinsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that other guy, what show with Kindersley's like, my name's Dylan. I'm like,
Dylan.
What do you come up with that? Yeah, Dylan. All right, we have another amazing piece coming out of Oxbow, Saskatchewan. This is Dylan Lashinsky in the truck that has a really, really long name on it, and he needs to change it. But he just started pulling just like Cade this year. Morris, Manitoba was his very first hook with this truck. But they call it Let's See How This Weekend Goes First. That's the name of his truck. So we might have to have a contest to help him rename this truck, because as an announcer, that's horrible to say. But Dylan's been pulling with us all season, doing very, very good with the truck. And it's just basically like where Derek Menzies started out. You got to start somewhere. Good old farm truck here. This one has a 5.9 Cummins format in it. Stock diffies. A G65 transmission in this 3500. All right. You can crank it up too. 5.9 Cummins. Dylan Lashinsky, Oxbow, Saskatchewan. Sean, if you could give us a bit of a score on that. Somebody didn't hit the reset button. But he looks like he's at about the 290 mark. There's reset now. So they're going to gauge it on the way back. You'll see the ticker go up on the end, and they'll get an official reading once Sean McIntosh gets back into the start position. See Joe Hoffert's measuring it the way we measure stuff in Fort Capel. foot by foot by foot. Looks like 288.
277.
Oh, 277. 277 is their official, so. We'll go with what Joe said, 277. Still a good pull, still a good pull. All right. I was talking about the top 3 in our class. This is another guy that is fighting for #1 spot, working his way on up. This is Jordan Erickson from Quill Lake, Saskatchewan. Truck they call the Last Resort. 5.9 liter Cummins in this thing. 2006 Dodge 2500. Jamie and Jordan own a diesel repair shop in the Quill Lake area. For all of your high performance diesel needs and your regular stock truck stuff, they can look after you. This is the truck they call Last Resort because this is not their pulling truck, but it's been very consistent throughout our 2023 and our 2024 season. All right, Jordan's got the chain tight. Janie's chewing on her fingernails. Here we go! I love that truck. Oh yeah! Woo! Look at that! Oh yeah! Jordan Erickson! Huge pull for him. 315.43. He got that truck on kill. Awesome job. Janie was a little excited up here. I'm not sure if you guys do that.
A little bit.
That was awesome. She's really getting excited because next year
That's my
she's going to
baby.
be driving that
That's my
truck.
baby.
She's going to be driving that truck.
Dylan's Paul, correction on Dylan's Paul, 288.
10-4, we got that, Sean. 288 on Dylan's pull. So that was our unlimited diesel class. Did you like what you seen? Oh yeah, that was fun. The unlimited diesel class was sponsored by Red Hot Wells Servicing. That was awesome. So, have you got her figured out here?
Yeah.
The unlimited diesel class. So, first place goes to Derek Menzies in domestic disputes. Second place goes to Jordan Erickson in last resort. And third place goes to Russ LeGuy in Ironman. Woo! What a class! What a class! That is so awesome. That is so awesome. What do you figure, old man? Frickin' drove her away. Yeah. All right. We're going to turn it down a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. We're going to let the kids go play. We've got our micro mini class, and that class is sponsored by D&A DeVore Farms Limited. Thank you very much for your sponsorship, and again, we have to thank KBI Seed Processing for our huge sponsorship, name, title sponsorship. Weir's Catering, OK Tire in Carlisle, Reliable Manual Buildings, and Saturn Oil and Gas. And we're going to go through a long list of sponsors. But right now, out of Odessa, Saskatchewan, we have Danica Hoffert in the little micro they call Cherry on Top. It is a 1.6 liter Chevette engine. Hoffert family out of Odessa, Saskatchewan. This is one of their 4 children. Last night they were having a little bit of trouble with the throttle hanging up on it. A little bit of a mechanical issue with a bolt or something. And we're going to get to see this unit a couple more times. Because it's a family affair. There's a brother and a sister. Here we go, Danica. Show them how it's done. Danica Hopper. Set the bar for the micro mini class. Don't forget, I do believe they're selling 50-50 tickets too. They're going to be selling 50-50 tickets here. You got to be pretty goddamn proud there, Gene.
He tuned it up just a little bit and let the just a little bit, and he let the slightest bit out of the tires, and that worked. Holy man!
It's a learning curve.
That's the best pull he's done ever.
Yeah, that is awesome. He should feel really good.
Oh my
He'll
God.
sleep tonight.
He will, yeah. And he's driving on the trailer.
All right. We have another micro. This one's coming out of Manor, Saskatchewan. Should be Cheyenne leader. In a little tractor they call Shoot to Thrill. This thing has a 2-liter Ecotech GM motor, which typically is fuel injected with electronic computer controlled ignition. But Ryan is a pretty awesome engineer, and he's figured out how to run this thing with a carburetor and a distributor on this unit. And it's a great little unit for the Leader family from Raymore, Saskatchewan. CNW Motorsports. They also have a Facebook page. Check it out. Check it out. Cheyenne Leader. There we go. Cheyenne Leader. The 2 young lady superstars of the Prairie Pulling League, setting it up right. Some good pulls tonight. Wow. Awesome job on the track, everybody that volunteered and all the equipment. It's just an amazing job. Ryland, the team did it. The team did it.
You work for the team did it. We switch it up. We get the guys going. And as you can see, we have collective out there. The guys have skid steer on the road. And you know what they're going to do? It's what they asked me. They said, "Brother, we need 2 dirty hookers."
2 dirty hookers.
I said I didn't consider dirty hookers. That's good. I'm right for the bad hooker, but not dirty hookers.
Well, we got them, man. What a great group of volunteers you have here, for sure, for sure. So you can see those micros heading back this way to the pits again, because there's family members that have to also use the same tractor. But this one here came a long ways to play in Manor, Saskatchewan, all the way from Medicine Hat, Alberta, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dakota Sackman with the Rabbit Monster Truck team. Young Dakota Sackman has his own entry now. This is the tractor he calls the Savage Buddy. This has got a little Dodge D50 motor. I believe it's 2.5 liter. It used to be his mother's dirt track race car engine that's in this thing. It's got a 5-speed standard. Dakota has been doing very well with this unit. He revs her up to about 4,500 RPM and he lets the clutch out. Oh, little quick on the clutch tonight. Just hold it. Check to see if the kill switch. Each one of these vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, has a kill switch that's hooked to the sled. So if there's an issue with the chain or something gets away, it yanks out that kill switch that kills it. No, but that seems to be a clutching issue. Need more RPM, Boomer. We need more RPM. Uh-oh, might have some fueling issues tonight. Uh-oh, Dad's coming. I know that look. I've seen that look before. He says, "You give her the beans, son." Uh-oh. This is not typical. Has Dakota been eating Fruit Loops today? His sugar level might be high. There we go. There we go.
Wow.
The best part of that is he made his old man run that far. That is great. Oh. Less. Tell you. All right. Dakota Sackman, ladies and gentlemen. Medicine Hat, Alberta. Awesome pull once he figured out he just had to lay the coal to her. That is awesome. The worst part about that is I made Papa Erickson walk all the way back up the stairs again. Feel bad. I feel better now. Thank you. Less looking at me. What the heck? See? It is true. Exactly what you told me. He is a great guy.
Love you.
That is delicious. That is delicious. All right, we've got Cherry on top coming back again. This should be Duncan Hoppert. Another one of the Hopper team out of Odessa, Saskatchewan. And you're not going to find a guy that is more focused when he is in that pulling tractor. You watch, once he flips his visor down and he gets that chain tight, he absolutely stares down the track like it's going to make that little 1.6 Chevette motor go better. All right, watch him. He grinds her. Look at the focus.
Oh, he beat his sister.
All right, Duncan Hoffert. He'll be very happy to know that he beat his sister. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Duncan Hopper, ladies and gentlemen. I think he got quiet down there again. I don't know. Everybody still awake down there? Good stuff, good stuff.
We're still going? Yeah. It might be on his side. I had it redo it because I have moved up a little bit too high, so it's stuttering, so I already did it. So it's going now.
So it's a restart?
Yeah, I did restart, so it should be new in there. No, but he's been 80 minutes, that's not.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. We got the shoot the thrill coming back. Nikki Leader. Nicholas Leader getting backed in to the weed steel structure. Eliminator Jr.
I thought I could make it be 1080, but no, it's still stuttering.
This is our last offering from the micro class with all these young prairie pulling league superstars. And they'll be up and coming. Actually, you're going to get to see one more of the ones that were in the micro class that is actually using the same tractor chassis in the micro class coming up in our mini class. Nicholas Leader. GM motor making it sing. Our micro class was sponsored by D&A DeBoer Farms. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got it all figured out. Guess what? They're all winners, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for those young kids. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. All right, we're going to turn up the wick a little bit now. We're going to turn it up a little bit. And we're going to go to our mini class. Mini class. Oh, and are we going to start it off with a bang? Yes, we are. We are going to start it off with a bang. One of our United States of America teams are about to put on a show here in Manor, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Team Unknown. Carly Postoka from Arlington, South Dakota. This lady holds the Prairie Pulling League speed record in Canada, and she's an American. She had a pull in Odessa, Saskatchewan, 38.5 mile an hour, #1 top speed ever. And the reason that is she's a commercial pilot, she's a flight instructor, and boy can she handle a mini. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a violent little monster. Let's see how Carly does. Like she's flying a jet plane. Carly Postoka setting a bar huge in our mini class, 318.53. 29 mile an hour. Carly. You can tell why she is a commercial airline flight pilot. She knows how to fly. Wow. All right, we've got one on the antique side here.
Jake Peters.
Jake Peters from Las Vegas, Saskatchewan, 1959. John Deere 830 hooked up to the sled. There's our president of the Prairie Pulling League riding on. What are you doing, Sean? Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Poor guy on the front's doing wheelies and you're just sitting there hanging out. Look at that thing wrinkle those tires up. Chugging along. Lots of torque. Lots of torque.
That thing doesn't sound right.
Jake Peters is still rolling here. I don't know what leaning on the steering wheel does, but it seems to be working for him. There we go. Pulling the big boy sled too. All right, we gotta turn it over to the Prairie Pulling League side. We have a wild rattlesnake coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sean Moore from Odessa, Saskatchewan. Little Odessa Special, 540 cubic inch big one Chevy. Straight as an arrow, Sean Moore. Little Odessa Special. He did not have the tune up right. Good job, Louie. That was a good pull. Carly, that's her dad, Louie Pasolka. Team Unknown heading down there. Sean Moore. Oh, we got the 50-50 team down there. 50-50 tickets here, ladies and gentlemen. Get your 50-50 tickets. Last night, $1,170. Wow. Gonna go through some more of our sponsors here while we have a bit of lull. Flamin' Sales, thank you very much for your sponsorship. We got Bayer, Bastable Farms, McGildy Oil Fields. We got Eagle Sky Adventures, the RM of Moose Mountain, and of course Merritt Ford Sales with those beautiful pickup trucks that they let us use, and Classic Steaming. Classic Steaming for bringing the water truck. We also have a pile of silver sponsors here, but we are going to wait until we get, that looks like Matt Bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Bell out of Carmen, Manitoba in the tractor he calls the Joker. In the bio sheet that he sent me, this has got a 360 cubic inch small block Dodge in here, but it says, my wife got me into the pulling sport and she supports me 100%. Wonder. What a great job. Matt Matt Bell out of Carmen, Manitoba. This is our largest class that we have in the Prairie Pulling League. Got some amazing superstars in the mini class. And again, we want to thank our sponsor of this mini class, 306 Ag Resource Group. They have stepped up to the plate and are sponsoring our mini modified class. And again, we've got some awesome units here.
Our gold's now 1,400. Oh,
Wow.
Just got the word, ladies and gentlemen. The 50-50 is at $1,400 already. That's awesome. We got 50-50 tickets. We also got ladies selling beer in the beer trucks.
Tim obviously doesn't want to use a radio tonight, so he's got an antique hook, but he's pulling Sneaky Pete in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on our Prairie Pulling League, Eliminator Junior backing in there right now out of Corning, Saskatchewan. This is Joel Dalla in the tractor they call Sneaky Pete. 327 cubic inch small block Chevy with a big old 6.5 Chevy turbo sitting on top of it. 2-speed power glide. Last night he had an amazing pull on this thing. He was close to the 300-foot mark with his pull. See how Joel does tonight. Joel's another one of our huge volunteers that helps us out with the Prairie Pulling League. Not only is he driving the semi to bring a lot of the equipment here, you'll see him helping us out with absolutely everything. Joel Balla. Great pull again, Joel Balla. He got that thing on kill now. 273.96 right there. Got Kevin Stanley. With a hot shot. Eliminator Junior. We've got one of our amazing superstar ladies from the Prairie Pulling League. This is Amanda Leader in the tractor they call Dragula. This thing has a 6-liter LS GM motor in it. Another one of Ryan's amazing engineering feats. Runs on carbureted gas. Got a distributor in it. And it's making some horsepower. Amanda Leader, ladies. awesome. She was taming that rattlesnake, but I think we have a problem. We might need a hook. I think we broke an axle, Ryan. I think we broke an axle. We broke an axle. See if she's able to run it ahead. It's broken. Oh, it's got a bit of a wonkiness to it. Bent the faceplate of that axle. She had a pull going on there. Holy.
I could have.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got for an amp there.
Sorry?
I don't know what he's got for an amp.
No, tell him to turn the equalizer.
Yeah.
And turn the treble down.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyways, we're going to put on the sector there. One brand off on the far end there.
Oh yes.
It's like, it's green.
It's
Anyway,
yeah.
you know, because you were asking about how loud it was before.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Thanks.
All right. Rylan, can you turn me down a little bit? We've got a little bit too much reverb, a little too much treble. They say my voice is squeaky. Nobody would complain about that. Taylor Strudwick out of Belgoni, Saskatchewan. Bucket of bolts. Track that they've built here for us. Taylor Strudwick out of Belgoni, Saskatchewan. Started out in the antique pulling. Him and his father. Got this unit here. And campaigning it, doing a heck of a job. So we got Randall Kendall. Caryville, Saskatchewan. '50-10 John Deere. Cranking out some smoke.
You see the side of that tractor? That's a fill up the oil and check the fuel tractor.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a couple leaks on it, I think.
Yeah. It keeps it from rusting. It keeps it from rusting. Again, I want to thank some of our amazing sponsors that we've got here. We've got Affinity Credit Union, E. Barassa & Sons, Nelson Motors, Kingston Mainstream, Element Technical Services, Head for the Hills Vet Service, The Home Hardware in Carlisle, T&T Oilfield Services, Range Communications Limited, AE Kaoli Farms Equipment, Advantage Co-op in Redverse Agricultural Supply Incorporated. All right, we have Redneck Tuning out of Duff, Saskatchewan, from our Valley View pulling team. This is the young guy that ran in the micros. He ran this thing with a 4-cylinder Pinto motor. Now he's got a 306 in it. Good job there, Colton Wilson. I wanted to say a big thank you to the Rabbit Monster Truck team for helping him out today. Colton Wilson, he was pulling antiques with us too, and now has stepped it up. into the mini class. Again, we want to thank the welder guy that helped us out to get our big sled fixed. Class Welding. He was here last night, helped us fix the big sled. Had to do a little bit of repairs again today to make sure everything was all good. And so we want to thank him for that, donating his time and coming out and helping us make it happen. A few more of our amazing sponsors, like what a list of sponsors we got here, and you can see all of their poster boards up across the track there. If you see any of these fine sponsors, make sure you thank them, because without those sponsors we just couldn't put on a world-class event like this. Southern Plains Co-op, Moose Mountain Leisure Limited, Paul Lamorgier, Sheldon Farms Inc., A1 Tank Cleaners, MNP Carlisle, CRT Farms, Primic Controls, The Floor Store, BASF, TR Petroleum, Spartan Trucking. All right, coming out of Darlingford, Manitoba, this is the Tugger team. Should be Ryan Nickel, no, maybe Vince. Vince is driving just another Tugger. 520 for the Tugger team.
So this should be number 4.
Got another antique rolling here.
It says number 4.
Yeah. It's someone on Jake. I'm not sure who that is.
This is Jake Peters' tractor. Fine young lady up there piloting a seat. I think she can do better than Jake. We'll see if she can do better than Jake. She's much more calm, Jake. More relaxed. Corey's here with the beer truck. The beer truck's here. All right, there we go. Good job on the Jake Peters tractor. This is another one of our American teams, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beast they call We Be Unique. 572 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi. Front engine, rear engine design. Driver sitting right in the front, and that driver is Dennis Weber. All the way from Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. Says he loves it here in Canada, but he hasn't been here in the winter. That could change his thoughts on that. But he said people are so friendly, so helpful. 572 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi. Fantastic pull. He's very happy with that pull. Travis Weber. All the way from Missouri. Coming all the way up here to play in Manor, Saskatchewan. Fantastic. Again, we want to thank our main sponsor here for the event tonight, KBI Seed Processing. Stepped up to the plate huge. And of course, Saturn Oil and Gas, Reliable Metal Buildings, and OK Tire in Carlisle, and Weir's Catering. Huge, huge thanks to those sponsors. All right, continuing on in the minis. Looks like we got Wayne Shell out of Swan River, Manitoba, coming up next. This thing has a 355 cubic inch small block Chevy, supercharged and fuel injected. Got a turbo 400 transmission in this thing. Wayne has been pulling since the 80s. Young fella he is. He's been in his bio, I'm just reading in his bio, Saskatoon, Regina, Carmen, Portage, Morden, Brandon, Swan River. That's where he's pulled. Well, he doesn't have Kindersley down there, because he was in Kindersley with us. He was in Vermilion. Wayne Shell. It's a stout little 355 Chevy with that supercharger on the top. Alright, let's get our fire back up again. Wow. Great pull. So we're going to get the Merrick Ford pickup truck to give Mr. Shell a pull out of there. Send him back to the pits. Fantastic. Some more of our amazing sponsors here. We got a pile of silver sponsors to keep going through here. We got RPM and Mooseman, Sid's Pipes and Garage, Debbie Fisher, GW Fencing, TS&M Supply, Spearing Service, and Today's Electronics. It takes a pile of sponsors to put everything through to make it happen. They did a great job. Alright, we got a big tractor on the antique side. This isn't really an antique tractor, but 1967. No, that's not it. This is a 79 4640. We had one of these tractors on our farm and had 15,000 hours on it, and we never touched a thing on the motor. Regular oil changes. Coming out of Bellegarde, Saskatchewan. This one bites a little bit. Craig Strudwick out of Belgoing, Saskatchewan. Strudwick pulling team. We seen his son earlier in Bucket of Bolts. This is his monster, ratified.
Alright, gotta go. We're going one more pass from there down.
Okay.
It's at 1600 right now.
That's awesome.
And we'll be going at
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, ratified. That's what we're talking about.
Harley's dogs.
Yeah, she yeah.
I told you that one barked a little bit. That is a monster. Craig Strudwick from Belgoing, Saskatchewan. That was better than last time. That was a great pull. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We just got word that the 50-50 is at $1,600 now. They're going to do one more pass from the north side of the stands all the way to the south side. One more pass down. So if you want your 50-50 tickets, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. All right, again, we got to thank KBIC Processing, stepping up huge and helping us out for our very first annual pull here in Manor, Saskatchewan. Do you guys want us to come back next year? I didn't hear you. Do you want us to come back next year? Hell yeah! All right, we got another beast coming in here. This is coming out of the Valley View pulling team out of Duff, Saskatchewan. This should be Cameron Wilson in the unit that they call Mama's Worst Nightmare. Cameron was pulling with us in the antiques for years. Stepped up to the plate. They still bring a lot of antiques to our Yorkton show and our Odessa show. Actually, they brought some to Morris too, so they travel all over. They bring semi-loads of their equipment to come to these shows. Another great family, part of the Prairie Pulling League team and family. Cameron Wilson, this thing has a big block Chevy in it. They just put a brand new rear end in this thing. They were having trouble with the old Ford 9-inch rear end. I figured out the problem. It was a problem with the Ford, trying to mate the Ford to the Chevy. That doesn't work. So now they got a big Dana rear end in that thing. Oh, they have some problems here. They're backing him out. Don't know what happened there. Oh, we have Jordan Moore rolling in now. Jordan Moore out of Odessa, Saskatchewan with the tractor they call Buck Fever. Small block Chevy in that thing, twin turbos on top of that, running on alcohol. This is the tractor that Jordan and his good friend Adam Harold were building. That name Adam Harold rings a bell. It's because he lost his life in the Broncos bus crash from Beaumont. But Jordan's been campaigning this tractor ever since in Adam's memory, and man oh man, has Jordan turned up the wick this year. He's got everything figured out on that thing, just keeps adding more tune and more tune to it. It's a cool sounding machine, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Moore, Buck Fever. Richard, you might want a picture. Oh no. Blair's got it out already. Blair's got it out. Safety team on top right there. We got a John Deere 5010 here. Ivan Morrow from Bellegarde, Saskatchewan. And that's it for the 5010 right there. Jordan Moore heading on out.
Well, she wrote it. Or Antoine's last, yeah.
Look at that guy doing double duty. He's not only the president of the Prairie Pulling League, he's not only the pilot, the judge, and the jury, now he's the hooker guy. You're a very well-rounded guy, and I don't mean your belly. Jeez. Doing it all, doing it all. We might
Should we? We can put some tunes on and
ladies and gentlemen, Janie Erickson up here helping me. She says it's getting kind of quiet out there, so she wants to see if you guys are awake. She's got a couple of prizes. She's going to come down out of the announcer's booth here, and she's going to give away a couple of things, but she's needing the right mood. All right, she's going to head on down. Janie Erickson, you're going to see her coming down out of the booth here. She's got some prizes to give away to the noisy fans. All right. Oh, her husband Jordan's going to help out too. So. All right, you gotta make some noise. Janie Erickson, Jordan Erickson down front there. They got some swag to give away. They gotta make some noise. You gotta make some noise because we're gonna keep making noise. We're gonna make some noise. You gotta hear you. They're gonna pick the loudest fans. Gonna send out some prizes because we're only turning it up. We're turning it up. Go all the way down there. We gotta make some noise for Janie. Gotta make some noise for Janie. All right. Big round of applause, Janie Erickson, ladies and gentlemen. We are turning it up to our super modified tractor class now, ladies and gentlemen. And it again is sponsored by 306 Ag Resource Group. This is Neil Hofford, lethal injection out of Odessa, Saskatchewan. Whoa, we gotta hold on here. All right, this one's hard on the ears, ladies and gentlemen. Protect your ears. Heck yeah! tickets. They're doing one last pass. One last pass. As we send Neil Hofford back to the pits. way from Odessa, Saskatchewan, Jordan Moore, right there, Buck Fever. Show him some love. Oh, big high five. That was awesome.
That was fun.
It's great. We got a good energy crowd tonight.
I know, and it's the first ever event for them.
Yeah, huge. Huge.
I hate to say it, but they're more lively than Yorkton.
Oh, frick, Yorkton, they're very good at sitting on the hands sometimes. All right. Another one for our super modified. This is the Vice President of the Prairie Bowling League, Monty Getz, in a tractor he calls the Demon. We seen Monty earlier driving my truck with a 5.7 liter Hemi in it. This thing also has a 5.7 liter Hemi. The only difference is it's got way more horsepower than my 5.7 liter Hemi. He's got this thing dialed up to about 1,500 horsepower out of those little 5.7 liter Hemi. Blowing on alcohol. Quite the machine that he's built. It's 100% engineered, built, and driven by Monty Getz. That's what we like to see.
No, very close though.
Wow! Monty Getz! That's gotta be one happy Joe Dirt right there! Yeah! It's still running, he's happy. That is awesome. Great pull, Monty Getz. We have another drum here. There's the same drum here. All right, we got Angela, one of our committee members here, with his 4630. There we go, there we go. Man, oh man, I'm so proud of you, Monty. You didn't leave parts all over the place. That's awesome. It helped driving my truck. That's what it was. Or stealing my truck, one of the two. What an awesome job. Tyson Newman just getting a free ride there. What's the deal, Tyson? Just a free ride? Another one of our great volunteers helping us out. Dude. Yeah. I'm going to refill my coffee. Dad already brought me one too. Oh, it's awesome. Dad poured it his way. Hey! Oh my gosh. Just got word on the 50-50. We're north of $2,000 now for your winnings. Great job. Everybody pitching in and helping out, and that money goes back into the community here to help out. That is awesome. So 50-50, they're gonna be calling last call here real soon. So if you want to buy some 50-50s, find the volunteers in the orange shirts there. They're right down front. Over $2,000. Awesome. And big thanks to all of the sponsors. Man, oh man. Kings and Carlisle, Longhorn Mechanical, Michael's Coffee Shop, Hanson Environmental, Flatland Containers Limited, Swift Oilfield Services, and the Napa in Whitewood. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Vice President of the Prairie Pulling League. Going back home and the parts are still inside the engine. That's always a benefit.
So what was on the
So we missed out on the awards for our mini class that was sponsored by 306 Ag Resource Group. So first place goes to our American lady, Carly Pastolka in unknown. Second place goes to Craig Strudwick in Ratified. And third place goes to Firewater and Wayne Shell. Big round of applause for that mini class. And that's it for our super mini class too. So of course, Neil Hofford first place with Lethal Injection, and Monty with Demon in second place, but Monty is the winner because the parts stayed inside of that 5.7 liter, cranking out over 1,500 horsepower on that little thing. So they're doing a little bit of change up to the weight box, add some more, and we're gonna turn it up even more here with our Prairie Pulling League Manor Motor Madness here this weekend. What a great weekend we had here. Today was fun-filled. Started it off with the pancake breakfast, then a parade, then the car show, and all kinds of stuff going on with the bouncy houses and stuff.
You got time to do a couple more?
I think so. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I couldn't get any sound out of it. It wasn't playing, so.
Do you guys want some more prizes? Do you want Janie to come back again? All right. Janie Erickson's coming back down to toss out some more prizes for you guys. Thanks to our monster truck team out of Medicine Hat, Alberta, and our business, Bailey Boys Towing. So watch for Janie. You gotta make some noise for Janie. That's not enough noise yet. It's almost like being at home. The amount of noise. Oh, look at this little one right here. You got your chicken with you. Janie, gotta make some noise. You gotta make some noise. Such a tough decision. Such a tough decision. You're gonna get mobbed here real soon. There we go. Big round of applause, Janie Erickson once again. Awesome job.
So does Justice have his chicken with him?
I didn't catch that.
Justice, do you have your chicken with you?
Yeah.
You got your chicken with you.
On
So
his back.
Justice has a pet chicken, and he's riding around. We're going to talk about that pet chicken here soon, but we are going to our smoker class, ladies and gentlemen. The smoker class is sponsored by Precision Ag Services. And coming out of my hometown of Yorkton, Saskatchewan, we've got LT Motorsports, Larry Hillworth, with the beautiful John Deere machine he calls Old Buck. This is a 1965 50-20. Got a cranked up big 619 John Deere engine in that thing. And you're going to see how much carbon tax a guy can spend in one pull here. So if you guys want to take some videos, this is a pretty good one to take a video of. Larry Hillworth, Old Buck. Watch for the smoke. There we go. Larry Hillworth spending every cent of his carbon tax money right there. Take that, Justin. Wow, what a great pull. Setting the bar for our smoker class, sponsored by Precision Ag Services. Again, we got to thank KBI Seed Processing. If anybody needs seed processing, they are the team to go with. Huge sponsorship here for our Motor Madness here in Manor. And again, our platinum sponsors, Saturn Oil and Gas, stepping up huge with our Prairie Pulling League, sponsoring multiple events for us. Reliable Metal Buildings, we got the OK Tire, and of course we got Weir's Catering, good old Ron Weir, helping us out. All right, we have our environmentally friendly smoker class tractor coming up. This is coming out of Darlingford, Manitoba. This is the Tugger team and Jim Nickel in the tractor they call Just Parts. It's a 930 case with a 504 case motor that's been converted to run on alcohol. Tractor's been around since 1979, such a consistent, well-running tractor. He doesn't make smoke, but he sure makes a lot of noise with this tractor. Getting the chain tightened up there. Wait for the green lights to come on the weed steel structure eliminator. Green flags are flying. Jim Nickel. Fantastic pull, Jim Nickel, Just Parts. Running on alcohol. Fantastic. Thank you very much to our sponsor, Precision Ag Services Incorporated, for sponsoring that whole event with our smoker class. Unfortunately, we don't have any more for our smoker class, so that is our class. So the winner tonight, they were going back and forth, but tonight Jim Nickel is the winner in Just Parts. Second place goes to Larry Hillworth in Old Buck. Now we're going to my favorite class, ladies and gentlemen. Prairie Pulling League, and all our superstars are very proud to present the two-wheel drive class. And our two-wheel drive class is sponsored by Canadian Energy Services out of Carlisle. Oh, and we're going to start this class off with a bang. With a bang. My bad. Coming out of Morden, Manitoba, Barry Weed, who's the sponsor on our Prairie Pulling League sleds with the Eliminator and Eliminator Junior. This is the monster they call the Hunter. This thing has a 570 cubic inch big block motor, heavy, low on alcohol. Alright, we got the Hunter back in. Now I'm going to warn you, ladies and gentlemen, this one not only hurts the ears, you will feel it in your soul. This thing is a beast, ladies and gentlemen. This was our winner, second place last night. Second place last night. but we got a lot more to bring to you.
Driving or is Ryan?
Ryan's driving tonight.
Oh, he's gonna break it. He'll break it.
Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of Raymore, Saskatchewan, and the CMW Motorsports team. This is the truck they call Summertime Blues. Tonight being piloted by Ryan Leader. Normally piloted by one of our superstar ladies, Amanda Leader, but it is Ryan Leader. 1935 Chevy. 540 cubic inch big block Chevy. Oh, it sounds healthy tonight. This was your third place truck last night with that beautiful lady driving it. Ryan Leader driving it tonight. Green light is on. Hello! Hello! Wow! Ryan Leader just giving that truck the goose tonight. Summertime Blues. Just again, like less than a foot. Less than 1 foot. Barry's still up. Less than 1 foot. Barry Weed has still got the number 1 spot. Less than 1 foot. Unbelievable. Ryan Leader powering down there with that 540 cubic inch big block Chevy.
That's what makes it interesting. Is when you got guys that are close.
Again, we want to thank Canadian Energy Services out of Carlisle for sponsoring my favorite class in our Prairie Bowling League's show. And ladies, we got another one of our superstar ladies. If you don't have an autograph from this lady yet, you better. Coming out of Odessa, Saskatchewan, Bobby Joe Hopper in the truck they call Notorious. 572 cubic inch Aries Heavy. that pull. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, my neighbor from just north of my place, Roy Priesty out of Sturgis, Saskatchewan, in the truck he calls Wasted Wages. 468 cubic inch big block Chevy. Running on pump gas, ladies and gentlemen. 1970 Chevy. Somewhat a little under horsepower in this class, but very consistent truck. Player every time. Had a huge pull last night. Bobby Joe Hofford right there on the back, ladies and gentlemen.
Monty.
Doing a good job. Oh.
Yeah.
Monty. Roy Priesty putting the wheels in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Putting on a show. I am so proud of you, Monty. It's still together.
I need a warm-up run. Bring the truck next.
Okay, it worked. It worked. Good job. Good job.
Or I must run a different additive as well because it smells different
Yeah.
when he goes on.
Oh man, that's why we love this two-wheel drive class. Thanks to Canadian Energy Services for their sponsorship on our two-wheel drive class. We got a fun one next, ladies and gentlemen. Little Tugger 2. This is a 1978 Little Red Express. That's how the truck actually came. A Little Red Express Dodge truck. Got a 500 cubic inch big block Dodge in it. Coming out of Darlingford, Manitoba, the Polar team, the Tugger team. Little Tugger 2. Ryan Nichols doing the piloting tonight. Father Jim backing him in there. This truck, the best part about this truck is you're going to see mostly undercarriage during this pull. Once he gets that chain tightened on the weave steel structure eliminator, he gets rolling out at about that 50-foot mark, and at 75-foot you're looking at a whole bunch of rear end and a whole bunch of weights underneath there. Never disappoints us. Ryan Nickel and Little Tugger 2 showing off the undercarriage. Awesome pull. 288, man. The field was tight tonight. Thanks to Canadian Energy Services for sponsoring our two-wheel drive class. And as we send Ryan Nickel off to the pits, we got to congratulate our winners. And tonight, and once again, many, many times, first place goes to Bobby Joe Hofford in Notorious! Second place goes to Barry Weave in the Hunter! And third place goes to Ryan Leader in Summertime Blues! Wow, big round of applause for our favorite class, ladies and gentlemen. For my favorite class, anyway. So I brought everybody in on that one. So. the reason that you seen Bobby Joe Hofford go by here on the back of a quad, fully suited up in her fire suit and her helmet, is because she's back. Bobby Joe Hofford rolling in our modified tractor class. In the tractor that started up the Prairie Pulling League 13 years ago, this is second attempt. 455 cubic inches of Oldsmobile power in that tractor that Bobby Joe is about to send down the track. Thanks to Dunn Transport. Dunn Transport is our sponsor on this class, along with all the other amazing sponsors that we had. Viterra Fairlight, Cliff Doverville Trucking Limited, Dudley and Company LLP, Double M Land and Cattle, Chimo Building Center in Carlisle, Drummond Family Insurance, and 629 Family Restaurant, Pharmasave in Carlisle. Again, thanks to all the sponsors, and if you see any of those sponsors, you gotta give them a pat on the back, and thank you very much for sponsoring. All right, ladies, Bobby Joe Hofford, second attempt. There we go. Setting the bar for our Dunn Transport modified tractor class. Bobby Joe Hofford's second attempt, 276.52, is the mark to beat in our modified tractor class. As they back that Reed steel structure sled back to the starting line, we gotta thank Class Welding for helping us fix the sled. We had a little bit of an incident last night, broke a chain. Class Welding, they came in, helped us out, got her running for the night, came back today, did a bunch of repairs to it, so that we could put on a show here for our second night of the first annual Manor Motor Madness right here, ladies and gentlemen. What a great, great weekend we've had here. So much fun. Are you still having fun? That's what we like to hear. What a crowd we've got tonight. We absolutely appreciate each and every one of you for spending your hard-earned money to come play with us here. Uh-oh. Looks like Janie's up to no good again. Does anybody want some more prizes from Janie Erickson? She's coming back. Janie Erickson, you gotta make some noise if you want some prizes from her. She's going down far. She's going down far this time. Janie Erickson out front of the crowd. Oh, she's getting mobbed now. They're definitely making noise for her. She's going way down there, way down there. Janie Erickson got some swag from Era. Good throw, Janie. She's coming back. Right now we've got Frank Prince in the Warhawk pulling in. Janie's got one more there. Gotta make some noise, Janie Erickson. Frank Prince backing in underneath their V12 Allison in that big unit. Janie's going all the way down to the other end. Coming out of Wascata, Manitoba, Frank Prince in the Warhawk, V12 Allison in this unit. Somewhere around that 2,000 horsepower in that V12.
So you got the winning ticket
Yeah,
and everything?
we're ready to make the draw. You know where Rowan is?
I haven't seen him for a while.
I guess we'll find some kids that will.
Okay.
We got 2,075.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Some sort of 21.
Yeah.
All right, green light is on. Frank Prince. Warhawk. There we go. What a machine. Frank Prince. State of Manitoba. Little bit of raw fuel coming out of there, ladies and gentlemen. Great picture time in the middle of the night here in Manor.
Oh my god, that was wild.
You were getting mobbed, absolutely mobbed out there. As Frank Prince heads out, ladies and gentlemen. Down front, ladies and gentlemen, right there, Bobby Joe Hopper! Your #1 two-wheel drive tractor, just laying down another pass with her modified tractor. Bobby Joe Hopper.
How much is 50/50?
$2,075. All right. We've got 50-50 time, ladies and gentlemen. 50-50 time. Get your 50-50 tickets out. $2,075 is going home in somebody's pocket tax-free. So we need a young lady or a gentleman to come up to help pick the number out of the bucket. We're right down front here with the big white bucket. We got a volunteer. We got a volunteer. There we go. That young lady's first. She gets to pick one ticket for $2,075. They'll bring the ticket up to me, and we can read out the number. If you bring it up to me, we can read out the number. round of applause, Kenny Boschman. All right, Kenny's got it shut off. Grab your 50-50 tickets, ladies and gentlemen. I got the number, and they got the cash right there. 510-823 is your winner. 510-823. You are $2,075 richer. Tax-free money. Come on up to the sound booth here in the back where the steps are, and they'll look after you.
You want to just write that number down again? Okay, and we'll just give you the ticket back. If they don't come and claim it in 5 minutes or whatever, you can come back and redo it.
All right. I said 510-823. 50-50 ticket winner. Come to the back of the sound booth here and we'll look after you. So, Kenny Boschman, at a gentle 80 years old, just laid down a pass in the modified tractor class sponsored by our good friends at the Keep Them Rolling Sales and Service, sponsoring this class tonight. That is such a unique name for a business too. Keep Them Rolling Sales and Service. And that's what they do, is keep them rolling. So Bobby Joe Hoffert set the mark in our modified tractor class. Kenny Boschman, Boss Blue. Nice little run. Pretty close field right now. But next up, we've got one coming out of Rosalie, Manitoba. Devin Clausen in the tractor they call it. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner in our 50-50? Looks like it's a long walk up here, but it's worth it. It is worth it.
That's good exercise for your back.
I just don't want to fall out of here. Yeah, we got it.
We have our winner, $2,075. What's your name? Okay. She doesn't want to tell you guys. That's what she just told me. Eileen, congratulations. You just won yourself $2,075. Thank you for everybody that purchased. We absolutely appreciate it. All right, as we await the gator to get the chain tightened up on the lead steel structure eliminator. Once he's got the chain turned on, Sean McIntosh turns on the green lights. Flagmen wave the green, and away goes the gator. Making a noise. 3 of those 440 Dodges. That was awesome. 271.26. Hello, Amanda. There's another one of our lady superstars getting a ride with those 2 bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Amanda Leader just riding in the back of the gator there as the gator gets pulled off. And we got some more Dodge horsepower coming up. What's going on over there? Are they flaring? From one of the oil rigs or whatever, natural gas. Again, we want to thank our huge sponsors. We got our platinum sponsors, Saturn Oil and Gas, Reliable Metal Buildings, OK Tire Carlisle, and Weir's Catering And we cannot forget about our title sponsor, KBI Seed Processing. Huge sponsorship. Thank you very much. All right, coming out of the Tugger team out of Darlingford, Manitoba. We've got the Sodbuster. This has 2 big block Dodges in there. 727 transmission hooked up to a cockshot 40 differential. Should be Vince driving, I think. I see Jim. I see Ryan. So it should be Vince driving. Alright, out of Darlingford, Manitoba, the Sodbuster. Green light on, flag up. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after our show tonight, we got a cabaret in the barley bin over there. We've got DJ music by none other than Rylan Weir. He's going to be spinning the discs tonight. Tell me you're from 1980 without telling me you're from 1980. All right, thank you for our super modified, or our modified tractor class sponsor. Keep them rolling sales and service. And what an amazing field of colors in that one. Janie's just doing all of the figuring out. Very, very tight class tonight. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You know who's number 1? Bobby Joe Hofford in second attempt. Second place goes to the Gator. And third place goes to the Sodbuster. So congratulations to our modified tractor class. Big round of applause for all our winners. That is awesome. All right. You guys want more horsepower? Do you need more horsepower? Because we've got it. Listen out back in the pits as a bit of a symphony's gonna start.
Are they doing the second verse and then, or are they gonna?
Bill Prince first.
So Jamie, you know what? The ladies are kind of cleaning up here tonight.
They are.
They're cleaning up in the show tonight.
Yeah.
Carly won the mini, right?
Yeah.
Bobby Joe won the two-wheel drive class and the modified tractor class. It's dominated tonight by our superstar ladies of the Prairie Pulling League. There we go. That is the sound of just another invader coming out of Wascata, Manitoba. There's quite a story about this tractor, ladies and gentlemen. And if you Google it on YouTube or search it on YouTube, there is an excellent story done up about this tractor. Bill Prince out of Wascata, Manitoba. This has 2, count them, 2 V12 Allison aircraft engines on this unit. This tractor has pulled in Canada. This tractor has pulled in the United States. This tractor has pulled in Europe. This tractor was all over the globe, and an amazing story on YouTube about it. So when you're bored some night, check it out. Bill Prince is just another invader. And I hope you've got battery left on your phone, because you're going to want to take some video of the next 2 units that are coming up here. This one especially. We've got perfect air conditions tonight. The air's got some humidity in it. It's going to make some horsepower. And you're going to see a lot of fuel getting poured into these 2 monsters that we got in our super modified tractor class. Thanks to Dunn Transport with our super modified tractor class. Laying down over 5,000 horsepower right there, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Prince, just another invader. Boy, oh boy, did you feel the ground shaking there. Wow, you can feel that one in your feet, pounding on the ground. Bill Prince just laying that horsepower to the ground. 2 Allison V12s. Like I said, you gotta check it out on YouTube. There's quite a story about that tractor. Just another invader. Now if you listen real carefully. Way back in the pits, you're gonna hear another symphony. You're gonna hear one motor start up. It's gonna get warming up, and then you're gonna hear another motor start up. There we go, there's one. There we go, 2. Actually, it fired both at the same time. So we've got all 3 engines running on the next tractor coming up. Odds and ends 3 out of Odessa, Saskatchewan, and the Hofford pulling team. Joe Hoffert's gonna lay down some horsepower here in Manor, Saskatchewan, ladies and gentlemen. He said he's gonna put it on kill tonight. 3 572 cubic inch big block blowing on alcohol. Big old ship. I can feel it. I can feel it tonight. It's going to the airport.
I think Clint had to fix the brake on it close to the end, so it's
This is gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly a blower belt came off of one. Yes, it did. Bobby Joe's holding the blower belt. And he still did 313.1 running on 2 engines. Joe Hofford, ladies and gentlemen. 30.6 miles an hour. Man, oh man, he is your winner tonight in our super modified tractor class. Congratulations to both Bill Prince and Joe Hoffert. Wow, and we ain't done yet. What an amazing, amazing show. Are you guys still liking what you see? Are you coming back next year? Hell yeah! So we got a working class semi that we got hopped up here, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of the Valley View pulling team out of Duff, Saskatchewan. This is a truck that they dragged out of the field about 4 months ago. Put some tires back onto it, chased the mice out of the cab, took it all the way up to Quill Lake, Saskatchewan to the Ericsson Diesel team, and they cranked some horsepower to the Series 60 Detroit in the Screaming Eagle, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Wilson out of Duff, Saskatchewan. This is not your everyday semi, but he actually uses it as an everyday semi. Got a huge, huge turbo. Big, big tune in it from Jordan Erickson and the Erickson team. We're going to hook it up to that same sled that just had 5,000 horsepower dragging. Last night he gave Sean McIntosh a ride of his life inside of that sled. He had him shaking so much that half of his chicklets fell out. So Screaming Eagle, Cameron Wilson out of Valley View pulling team out of Duff, Saskatchewan. Got the chain tightened up there. He'll wait for the green light to come on. I think Sean's putting his seatbelt on now. Yeah, buckle up, Shawnee. You're gonna get yanked around by this Screaming Eagle. Cameron Wilson, Duff, Saskatchewan. Cameron Wilson laying some carbon tacks out there, giving Sean a ride in the big weed steel structure eliminator. Man, oh man. Don't forget, we still have the cabaret yet tonight too in the beer gardens there. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on behalf of the Prairie Pulling League Superstars and Sean McIntosh, thank you for coming out and spending your hard-earned money. You made our day. That was awesome. I'm Dallas Bailey. Thank you very much to all the sponsors. Thank you, Janie, for helping me up here. Everybody drive home safe, and we'll see you next year in Manor. Woo! Motor Madness. What a show, team. What a show, team.
So blown away.
What a show. Very good job.
That was awesome.
It felt good too, eh? Oh man.